Hey friends, and welcome back to Once Upon a Mouse, your go-to Disney podcast. You can always find more tips and thoughts over on our blog too, also called Once Upon a Mouse. Okay, let's unpack this. There's definitely an undeniable buzz around Disney World looking ahead to 2025.
There really is.
You know, that feeling, right?
Yeah.
That kind of blend of the familiar magic, but also the promise of something.
Yeah,
Well, something new.
exactly.
For lots of people, it's, the smell of popcorn on Main Street or seeing Cinderella Castle sparkle or just the energy of everyone looking for that bit of wonder. But this year, 2025, it feels like Disney's making a really deliberate shift.
And that's precisely what we're here to dive into today. 2025 isn't just like minor tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
It feels like a pretty pivotal year. We're seeing a really significant wave of things, new lands, reimagined favorites, totally innovative ways to, well, experience the
A
magic.
whole new strategy almost.
Yeah, it's like Disney's bold strategy to redefine the magic across every touch point,
Yeah.
from the cutting edge rides right down to how you plan your day.
Yeah.
So our mission here in this deep dive is basically to give you the shortcut, help you understand all these big changes and figure out how to maximize the magic for your visit. Whether you're craving that classic nostalgia or you want to be like first in line for what's brand new.
Future-proofing the magic, maybe.
Kind of, yeah, maybe future-proofing it for the next generation too.
Okay, so let's kick things off with Epcot then. Because I've been hearing a lot of buzz about some major reimaginings happening over there. What's first on your radar for 2025?
Epcot is definitely front and center in this whole redefinition thing. First up, Test Track. It's roaring back with a really bold redesign.
Okay, when's that happen?
It reopens July 22nd, 2025, and it's got a brand new story focusing on like future-forward car technology.
Interesting. So different from the old design your own car thing.
Well, what's intriguing is how they're apparently using cutting-edge simulation and projection mapping to really immerse you in the vehicle design process, but during the interactive queue. So it's more personalized, maybe an evolving story.
Huh. But the fast part, the loops.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Those thrilling high-speed loops, still very much part of the experience.
Good.
But maybe even more telling about Disney's shifting strategy is this new Spaceship Earth GEO 82 lounge.
Right, I heard about that. Adults only.
Exactly, adults-only spot. It offers panoramic views of World Showcase, apparently a fantastic cocktail menu. Feels like a strategic move,
Yeah.
Not just entertaining families, but actively capturing that growing group of adult visitors, maybe convention goers too.
Expanding revenue streams beyond just park tickets.
Precisely. It makes Epcot feel a bit more, well, layered.
That's a really interesting insight, seeing Epcot evolve like that. But what about the heart of it all, Magic Kingdom? Any big moves there in 2025 that kind of tie into this redefinition of magic idea?
Absolutely. Yeah, over at Magic Kingdom, get ready for Disney Starlight, Dream the Night Away.
Ooh, a new parade.
Debuts July 20th, 2025.
Yeah.
And it sounds like more than just a parade. It apparently transforms Main Street into this festival of lights. Incredible floats, characters, original music.
It's like Disney magic dialed way up. Really highlights their continued investment in live entertainment, which is, a huge driver of guest satisfaction. Always a crowd pleaser. Totally. And then there's the big one, the long-awaited Villains Land.
Yes. What's the latest on that?
Well, Disney's still kind of teasing details, but it is taking shape right behind Big Thunder Mountain.
Okay.
Early rumors are pointing towards like a spooky ride, maybe some villain meet and greets, and really immersive touches that kind of let you root for the mischievous side for a change.
Fun. When might we see that?
That one's stirring up buzz for later in 2025. It's definitely a clearer move to diversify their characters and stories, appeal to maybe a broader range of fans.
That is a lot of new stuff in just 1 year. So for your visit, if you're someone who loves watching Disney history actually happen, 2025 sounds like the year to be there.
It really does.
But with so much change, especially these huge new lands, what are some of the, potential challenges Disney might face? Or maybe even trade-offs for us guests? That's a fantastic question. And yeah, if you're looking for where Disney's really making history in real time, you got to look at Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
They are shaking things up in a massive way there. And it perfectly illustrates that tension you mentioned between beloved classics and pushing forward with totally new stories.
Like Dinosaur closing. That was big news.
Exactly. Dinosaur, a longtime staple. It's closing at the end of 2024. And in its place, we're going to see this vibrant new land, Tropical Americas. also known as Pueblo Esperanza.
Tropical Americas. Inspired by.
Central and South America. Think lush landscapes, vibrant culture,
Hmm.
and yeah, while it's tough, really tough for some fans to see a classic ride go, Disney is clearly betting big on these new immersive stories to draw in, well, a new generation of fans. The challenge, of course, is going to be managing that balance. Nostalgia versus innovation. It's tricky.
So, okay, beyond just replacing Dinosaur, what are some of the actual standout attractions or experiences planned for this new Tropical Americas area? It sounds like they're really doubling down on the storytelling.
Oh, they absolutely are. Within that new land, picture this. An Indiana Jones ride.
Whoa, really? Indy.
Yep. Packed with special effects and, you got to have that iconic score.
Of course.
Then there's an Encanto boat adventure, like a journey through these enchanted rainforests where the magical family helps you find your own magical gift.
Okay, that sounds lovely.
Plus, the Zootopia Better Zoogether 4D show that's debuting winter 2025, replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug.
Ah, okay. Big shoes to fill there.
Definitely. But this sounds like it'll have immersive effects, new music, digital magic pulling you right into Judy Hopps' world. And then, to round it all out, there's going to be a new character play area and even a rainforest carousel.
Wow, so Animal Kingdom's really transforming.
It's effectively shifting, yeah. Becoming more colorful, more musical, and honestly a lot more interactive. Like Disney's taking a massive paintbrush to their wildest park. Maybe less focus on just wild animals, more on wild stories now.
It really sounds like Disney's cementing its position as this, like, holistic vacation destination.
Yeah.
They're aiming to capture more of your travel budget by making the hotel stay almost an attraction itself.
That's a great way to put it.
We've talked about the park magic, but for so many people, the Disney experience, it goes way beyond the turnstiles.
Yeah.
It really feels like staying on property in 2025 is kind of like unlocking bonus levels, doesn't it?
It really does. And like you said, it's not just about luxury anymore. It's about making that hotel experience almost as memorable as the parks.
So what's new on the resort front?
Well, we're seeing the new Disney Lakeshore Lodge open up. It sounds like it blends this cozy, modern design with beautiful lake views and, importantly, quick park access. Seems perfect for families, maybe even solo travelers wanting comfort and convenience.
Okay.
And the Grand Floridian, Disney's iconic flagship resort.
Victorian elegance.
Exactly. It's undergone this really beautiful refresh, newly updated lobby, guest rooms with brighter colors, softer spaces, those little extra touches that kind of make Disney's flagship hotel sparkle again.
Nice. And the Polynesian. I heard something about a tower.
Yeah. The Island Tower at the Polynesian is now fully open. This adds much larger suites, some pool upgrades, and those wonderful tropical touches. It sounds great for bigger groups who want to stretch out after a, long park day.
And I heard there's a pretty sweet perk for resort guests now. Could be a game changer for those mid-trip pool downs.
Indeed. This is a big one. Probably the biggest perk for resort guests now is you get free water park admission included with your stay.
Wow. Okay. So Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach?
Either one. They can be your perfect chill-out spots between park days, and yeah, no extra cost. It's definitely a strategic move. Adds value, encourages longer stays, makes you feel like the whole vacation is covered within that Disney bubble.
Right. Keeps you on property. Okay, now let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk logistics. Planning your actual Disney days in 2025. Because with all this newness, it still needs to be, hopefully, simpler, more flexible.
Definitely aiming for that.
I've heard virtual queues are largely phasing out. How does that change things for a typical park day?
That's a really crucial change, yeah. Addresses a lot of guest feedback, actually. So one major shift. Virtual queues are mostly going away, moving back to primarily standby line.
Okay. For which rides?
Well, for big ones like Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, and Tron, this means you can basically just hop in a classic line or use Lightning Lane. It gets rid of that stressful early morning, 7 a.m. phone fumbling thing.
Oh, that's huge.
It is. And there's a new Lightning Lane Premier Pass. This lets you reserve access to more top rides, but in advance. It's customizable, single-pass, multi-pass choices based on what your group really wants to hit.
But does this actually simplify things for everyone, or are we just, trading one kind of planning stress for another?
That's a really important question to ask. Yeah. While it definitely aims to reduce that anxiety of the morning virtual queue dash,
Right.
it does put more emphasis on, understanding and using the Lightning Lane system effectively. Disney's goal here seems to be making ticketing feel smarter, more built around real families, real plans, not just, tech for tech's sake.
Trying to give you more freedom.
Exactly. More freedom to either just go with the flow, or if you want to plan meticulously, you can. The idea is you can focus on the moments that matter, not be glued to your phone all day.
Okay, but the potential downside.
The potential downside is, without virtual queues, those standby lines for the absolute biggest attractions, they could get incredibly long, especially on peak days. So you'll need to be pretty savvy with that Lightning Lane Premier Pass for the best experience.
Right. Strategy is still key.
Yeah.
So, okay, that brings us nicely to your personal planning playbook, making that unforgettable Disney World vacation happen. Because, let's be real, when you dream about Disney, the last thing you want is stress just overshadowing the magic. Choosing the best time to visit in 2025 seems more crucial than ever. With all these new lands and shows popping up, what are the tips there?
Okay, so for potentially lower crowd windows, you might want to aim for mid-January, say around the 12th to the 18th.
After the holiday rush.
Exactly. Or late August, maybe the 22nd through September 5th. Early December, like the 1st to the 14th, can also be good.
What's the benefit of those times?
Usually shorter lines, often really pleasant weather, and in early December, you get the full holiday lights, but without that intense Christmas week chaos.
Okay, good to know. And the times to maybe avoid, if crowds are your main concern.
Definitely be aware of the high crowd risks.
Yeah.
Christmas week itself, New Year's, Easter weekend, usually late March or early April, Thanksgiving, and most of the summer, so June through early September.
Got it. And festivals.
Right. You'll want to monitor those new ride launches and festival kickoffs, too. Like Ipikati's Food and Wine, that's usually July through November. Flower and Garden is March to late spring. Those can create park-specific peaks.
And weather. Florida weather.
Always a factor. January and February tend to be cooler, drier. Late August brings the heat and often afternoon storms. And remember, hurricane season runs all the way through November, so just keep an eye on forecasts.
Okay, lots to consider there.
Yeah, so my top planning tip for you is really prioritize what truly matters to you and then try to be flexible. That's sweet spot. It's where your dreams meet, just a touch of patience.
That's good advice.
Now, when it comes to booking accommodations, where you stay, where you lay your head, it can absolutely make or break the whole vibe of your Disney trip.
Definitely influences the morning routine.
Totally. So deluxe resorts, think Grand Floridian, Polynesian, Contemporary. They offer the premium perks, they're closest to parks, best transportation options usually. But expect rates $400 a night, often more. They're designed to be destinations themselves.
Right. What about moderate?
Moderate options like Port Orleans or Coronado Springs offer a really solid balance of space, price, and theme. Caribbean Beach is a standout there because it has Skyliner access.
The gondolas. Huge time saver.
Huge. And for tighter budgets, the Value Resorts Pop Century, Art of Animation keep things lively and affordable. And they also connect to the Skyliner now, which is fantastic.
So Skyliner access is key for moderate and value.
It can be a game changer.
Yeah.
And remember those new 2025 resort features we mentioned earlier, Lakeshore Lodge, the Island Tower at Poly, and definitely don't forget that included water park admission for all resort guests. Transportation really counts. Monorail and Skyliner resorts often beat the bus-only hotels for sheer convenience. Every safe step at 7:30 a.m. matters more than you think.
That is so true. Here's a practical tip from me.
Yeah.
Score a room for your actual travel party size, not your fantasy social life. Trust me, everyone happy at bedtime usually means a much better start tomorrow morning.
Excellent point.
Now, okay, dining. Character experiences, these are things that really make memories, but they fill up fast.
Incredibly fast. Reservations open 60 days out sharp at 6 a.m. Eastern time.
Oof, early morning.
Yeah, and resort guests get a huge advantage because they can book for their entire stay length all at once, right from that 60-day mark of their arrival.
Okay. Big perk.
Huge perk.
Yep.
So you got to be ready for those must-dos like Be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Table, Topolino's Terrace, maybe 1900 Park Fair now that it's back. They can vanish in literally seconds.
So what if you miss out?
Don't give up. Keep checking the walk-up waitlist in the My Disney Experience app. People cancel plans more often than you'd think, especially same day.
Good tip. And what about just cool places to eat?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the wow factor of some of the really immersive spots like Space 220 in Epcot.
That looks incredible.
It is. And some quick tips. Always use mobile order for snacks and quick service meals. It's a lifesaver. Book meals at slightly off-peak times if you can. Consider sharing large plates. Disney portions can be generous. And always look for available discounts if you qualify for any. But seriously, mobile ordering.
It changed my life. I once wasted half an hour in line just for a churro. Believe me, the churro wasn't that good.
Huh. That's a lesson learned the hard way. Yeah, flexibility is really key for dining. Try to make the meal fun, not frantic. Build in time for the experience itself. And maybe those little surprise moments you just can't plan.
Right.
Okay, so when it comes to park hopping and actual touring strategies, especially with all the new stuff in 2025, it's really about mixing up your day with less stress and hopefully more efficiency.
And the rules changed for hopping, right?
They did. Park hopper tickets now give you all-day access. No more waiting until 2 p.m., which gives you so much more freedom in planning your day.
That's fantastic.
And resort guests still get that early park entry, usually 45 to 60 minutes before the official opening. That is your absolute best chance at walk-on or near walk-on lines for the biggest rides.
Golden hour.
Totally. And midday breaks, pure sanity savers, especially with that Orlando heat. Head back to the hotel, swim, nap, recharge, and then maybe park hop later when crowds might thin out a bit, the temperatures cool down.
Makes sense. Best ways to actually get around between parks.
The Skyliner is generally fastest for hopping between EPCT and Hollywood Studios. The monorail is king for Magic Kingdom and EPC Yacht Access. Boats and walking paths can be scenic and relaxing. Buses are reliable, but, can sometimes be slow depending on stops. And ride-sharing, like Uber or Lyft, is great for super early starts or late nights back to the resort.
Okay, so smart hopping tactics. Any quick tips?
Yeah, you could start early at a park you expect to be less crowded, then switch to a busier one just for the evening shows. Or you can stack your Lightning Lane bookings across different parks throughout the day to keep waits minimal. If you need a slower pace, maybe pair 2 half-days in different parks instead of trying to cram too much into one.
Good ideas. Just got to remember, right? The magic never really comes from ticking every single box on the list. It's usually those little joys you find along the way.
Exactly.
I've covered so much ground already. The sheer scale of what Disney's doing this year, it's really something to absorb.
It really is. And especially for families visiting Disney World, it's always that wild mix, isn't it? Wonder, curiosity, and the fine art of just rolling with it.
Definitely.
The best days usually happen when you plan smart, but you're also really listening to what your crew actually needs in the moment. So let's talk packing smarter for families. My mantra is less is almost always more.
Okay. What are the absolute must-haves?
Comfortable shoes. Number 1, non-negotiable for everyone. Non-melting snacks are great for queues. Reusable water bottles, because quick service spots will give you free ice water, huge money saver. Phone chargers, and definitely backup battery packs for all those photos and app usage.
Oh yeah, battery packs are essential.
Totally. Rain ponchos or compact umbrellas, Florida showers pop up out of nowhere. Bringing costumes or themed shirts from home is way cheaper than buying in the park. A lightweight stroller is a lifesaver, even for slightly older kids whose legs get tired.
Good point.
And don't forget, sunscreen, hats, and a small first aid kit. Think blister pads, bandages, basic pain reliever, maybe allergy meds. Oh, and Ziploc bags. Incredibly handy for leftover snacks, wet clothes, protecting phones on water rides.
Ziplocs are clutch.
Okay.
Yeah. What should you skip packing?
Skip the bulky jackets unless it's truly cold weather predicted. Skip bringing too many toys from home or planning on buying huge souvenirs you have to lug around all day. You don't need extra towels from home. And try to avoid huge, heavy backpacks if you can manage.
Exactly. Packing smart like that keeps more money in your pocket for, important things like churros or maybe an extra park treat.
Precisely.
Now, okay, keeping kids happy. And let's be honest, keeping the adults happy too. It's so easy to get caught up in this idea of nonstop Disney excitement.
Right. Go, go, go.
Yeah. But the happy memories rarely come from just powering through every single minute. It's often those little moments in between the rides that matter just as much.
So true.
So, what are some strategies for a happier day overall?
Build in downtime. Seriously. A slow lunch, a break by the pool, even just sitting on a bench with a cold drink can totally reset everyone's mood.
Go early, break midday, return at night.
That's a classic strategy for a reason, especially in the heat. And please, don't fight the stroller nap. Find a shaded, quiet path. Sometimes that nap is a lifesaver for everyone.
Been there.
Pack what some call a boredom bag. Little things, small toys, crayons, stickers for those inevitable long lines or waits for meals. Kids and adults need a brain break, too.
Good idea.
And most importantly, stay flexible. If someone's overheated or just plain cranky, change the plan. Without guilt. Nobody's going to remember the exact list of rides they went on years later. They will remember the laughter and, the feeling of being together.
Play little games, maybe?
Yeah. Play Spot the Hidden Mickey, take silly selfies, celebrate the small victories like finding a short line or the perfect snack. Keep it light.
And that applies to us grown-ups too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Even grown-ups hit that wall. Don't ever be afraid to just say, okay, guys, let's take 10. Sometimes the best part of the whole day is an unexpected, quiet break together.
Okay, here's maybe the biggest secret. Disney World magic. It spills far, far beyond the actual park gates. Sometimes the absolute best moments happen when you least expect them, completely off park.
That's a really key point.
Take Disney Springs, for instance. It's got tons of shops, really world-class dining now, live music everywhere.
It's almost a destination in itself.
Totally. Kids love the interactive fountains, that giant balloon ride you can go up in, the spots where you can build your own lightsaber or droid. And the best part, no park ticket needed.
Right. Great for an arrival or departure day.
Or just consider spending a whole day or even half a day just enjoying your resort's pools and recreation areas. Take time to just swim, play the splash pads if they have them, join in on the poolside games, or maybe a movie night under the stars. Every single Disney resort has themed pools, playgrounds, sometimes even fun runs. Don't overlook that stuff.
And if you're looking for something different, something that adds to that whole vacation experience we talked about, try resort hopping.
Just exploring other hotels.
Cool. Explore other hotel lobbies. They're often beautifully themed. Grab a unique snack or even a meal at a different resort's restaurant. You can even watch fireworks from a completely new vantage point.
Like from the Pearly Beach.
Exactly. Or grab a Dole Whip from the counter there. Listen to the pianist in the Grand Floridian lobby. Check out the amazing photo walks at Art of Animation. You can even just ride the monorail loop or the Skyliner circuit just for the fun of being together and seeing the sights from up high.
That sounds like fun, actually.
It is. And these extra moments, they truly aren't extra at all. In a way, they're kind of the glue that holds your whole trip together, makes it feel richer.
Yeah, I can see that.
The most lasting Disney memories, I really believe this, often have absolutely nothing to do with a park ticket or a wait time. They're just joy. Simple, shared, and completely all yours.
Wow. Okay, bringing it all together then. Disney World in 2025, it really does feel bigger than maybe any wish you might make on a shooting star.
It's a lot.
The parks are genuinely alive with fresh stories, these bold new lands we talked about, and even small comforts and innovations that are really changing what a trip can mean for families, for friends, for everyone. This year, you really get to be part of the story as it's actually being written. You get to see Disney kind of redefine its own magic right in front of you.
It's an exciting time to visit.
So find your magic. Maybe it is that brand new parade dazzling down Main Street. Or maybe it's just a quiet moment with your crew by the resort pool. A first time riding something epic, or rediscovering a favorite snack, or maybe just starting a new little tradition you never even saw coming.
And remember, the best trip, it really doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to feel real and right for you. If you're maybe on the fence about going, or if all this planning feels kind of huge, just start somewhere simple.
One step at a time.
Exactly. One step, one choice, one memory at a time. Because like we said, the most lasting Disney memories, they often have nothing to do with a ticket or a wait time. They're just joy. Simple, shared, and all yours. That's really how the best Disney days always begin.
Well said. Thanks for tuning in to Once Upon a Mouse. If you love all things Disney, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more magical content, and click the bell so you never miss an episode. See you real soon.